Okay, so we've got a rectangle. Its length is 8 inches and width 5 inches. What's its perimeter and its area? Well, remember, perimeter is just the length all the way around. So we can say we've got a length of 8, a width of 5, another length of 8, another width of 5. If I add all those two together, all those numbers, 8 plus 5 plus 8 plus 5. Okay, let's just write some extra in here. There's the extra 5, okay, for that width, and here's the 8. Add all those together, 8 and 5, 8 and 5, you're going to get 26 inches, okay? That's the perimeter all the way around. Now hopefully you know that the area is length times width. So any one of those two, it's just 8 times 5. That will be 40. I'm going to write this now. 40, 8 times 5, inches squared. All right, remember square inches, area, volume would be inches cubed. Okay, but think of your house, you know, what's the square foot of the house, all right? You know, 1,000 square foot house at 2,000 square foot, 40 inches squared, okay? So that's the perimeter and the area. Now, what we can say is, how about we didn't know it was 8 and 5, and like the previous one with dimes and quarters, represent it by letters. Okay, so if we do this again, and I'll just erase the material up here and say, okay, this is not 8 and 5 anymore, it's L and W, okay? So I'm going to write L here and W here. But I'll also write L here and W here. So the perimeter is L plus W plus L plus W. It's all those, okay? So L plus W plus L plus W. That's what the perimeter equals. Now can you see L and L is 2 L's, W and W is 2 W's. Here's the proper equation for perimeter. It's going to be 2L plus 2W, because that's what I had. Perimeter is 2L plus 2W. And normally we just give you that. Alright, there you go. Use this equation to find the perimeter of something. But look, you've just worked it out yourself. You've created it yourself, which is great. What's the area then? So area, let's call that A. Now again, remember what area is? Arrows are in there. L times W, W times L. Okay, how are you going to write it? L times W, okay? Length times width, okay? Just like the 8 times 5 in the previous one. Okay, now then, what about this? Length and width are increased by 3 inches. Now, if we're going from the first one, okay, if I increase the length by 3, okay, I'm going to get 11. Remember, it was 8 originally. If I increase the width from 5, again increase it by 3, I'm going to make that 8. Okay? So these are the new length and width. Basically, I've just added a 3 to the 8, and I've added a 3 to the 5, okay, for the length and the width. So, again, the new perimeter is going to be 11 plus 8. Well, I can put it into that equation above, can't I? Okay, I don't have to keep writing this. So I've written 8 there, and I should have written 11. But I'm not going to write anything, actually. I'm just going to put it into the equation I've created. It's 2 lots of length, so the perimeter is 2 lots of, what's the length? It's now 11. Plus 2 lots of width, which is now 8. And calculator, in your head, whatever, that's 22. That's 16. Okay, what's that? So that must be 38. Okay? The new area, okay, the new area will just be 8 times 11, 11 times 8, which is 88. Again, get the units right, inches squared. Alright? Okay? Now, here's the important thing about algebra. That's you maybe using some logic and thinking, okay, I know what perimeter is, that one. I've got some numbers in my head, maybe I can do it. Algebra. So, whereas this one kind of matched this one, right? I had nice numbers, no letters, which makes it scarier, okay? I'm going down to this now. Right. The new length and the width of the expanded rectangle. Okay, so, I'm just going to drop this down a little bit. Okay, so, remember, the original was L and W, okay? So remember, we originally had a length of L and a width of W. If I add 3 to these, all I can say is, okay, plus 3 plus 3. Okay? That's all I can do. So, that's what it is now. Not 8 plus 3 and 5 plus 3. If we did have the original rectangle that was 8 by 5, okay, and I added 3 to it, we're now calling it L. Okay, I've still got to add 3 to it. All I can write is L plus 3. The width is W. I can still just add 3 by writing plus 3. So, that's it. I don't think it wants any more than that. All right, that's fine. Represent the new length and width symbolically. That's all we have to do. Okay, so the new length is L plus 3. The new width is W plus 3 because I added 3. Okay, and we'll do some exercise on that in the next video.